Hey guys, it's CATALEAH. So, I just got home from work. That's why I'm wearing scrubs and I don't have my piercing in. But yeah, I figured it was about time to finally film my reptile room tour video. And I think I'll update this maybe once a month, or yeah, whenever I get something new in here, I think I will update my reptile room tour video. But before we get started, I wanted to tell you guys that I will be at the Lone Star Reptile Expo March 18th and 19th, and Max and I will be vending. We will have crested geckos, gargoyle geckos. Max will have lots of different kinds of snakes, including ball pythons, corn snakes, stuff like that. So if you're in Arlington, Texas this weekend, come by and see us and maybe check out our animals. But if you're interested in coming, you can get your tickets out the door, or you can get them at www.lonestarreptileexpos.com. And I hope to see some of you guys there this weekend. But yeah, I just filmed the reptile room tour video, so I hope you guys like watching, and I'll probably update this again in a month or so because I plan on lots of big changes in this room. If you have any questions, ask me down below in the comments. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy watching. Alright, let's go! And welcome to my reptile room. So when you first walk in, there's a cozy little rug right here. And on the door I have this cute little curtain type thing. And then right to the right of that is my closet where I store lots of stuff. And on this side I have my whiteboard to record when I feed the animals and when they lay eggs and stuff like that, so I can keep track of everybody. I'm planning on getting a bigger one of these because sometimes I have a lot of stuff to write. So then I have a hydrometer and thermometer, and it monitors the temperature of the entire room because none of my animals require extra heating, so I just make the room the temperature and humidity that I want it to be. So as you walk in, you have my hedgehog cage, which is very messy, and I'm also upgrading his cage very soon because I don't like him being in one this small. And it's a good size for a hedgehog, but he deserves bigger, and it's really messy right now, so. And my sugar glider cage, some other gecko terrariums that I will show you soon. Right here to the left, I keep my broom and dustpan to sweep up anything that the sugar gliders like to throw on the floor. Beside that, I have one of my supply shelves. On the bottom shelf, it has some egg cartons for my crickets and dubias. Then I have some vermiculite for my eggs, and then some coconut bark. And then I have some superworms and some dubia roaches. Then I have sugar glider pellets, which are not their main diet. I just use them sometimes when I go out of town or something like that. Some syringes and spoons and whatnot. Then some cat food for my hedgehog, some frog food, calcium, cricket food, betta fish food, reptile vitamins, and then more calcium, which I don't use for my sugar gliders because they're on a staple diet, so I don't have to give them extra supplements. And here I have my Pac-Man. He's still pretty small. I feed him every other day to every day. And I plan on upgrading this soon. But all he does is sit there and wait for food, so he doesn't have to have anything extravagant. I always fill up his bowl every day, and he likes to get in there and soak and splash around. His name is Bubs. He's an apricot Pac-Man frog. He'll eat anything from pinky mice to crickets to dubia roaches. He's basically a garbage disposal for stuff like that. I think it's a boy, I just assumed. And to the right of Bubs, I have my eggs. I keep my eggs in one of these. This is just a jewelry box holder, bead holder, or nail holder, whatever you want to call it, just a little knick-knack holder. I put them in here right when they hatch, and I label them. Sometimes I will write on the egg with charcoal, and then I have the date that they were laid, and then the date that they should hatch. Then these two are my Lychee Eggs from Astrid, but they are actually duds, I'm pretty sure. But she is actually in the same cage as Sully now, so they're breeding, and I'll have some eggs from her again soon, which will be fertile. And then I keep some crickets in here. I have some gaps and cracks spray. And in this, I'm wanting to get, I think, a newt or a salamander at the reptile show this weekend. I'm not sure quite yet. I might get some type of small frog or something like that, but I just want some type of display animal. And here I have two betta fish, and they are not staying in these much longer because betta fish should be in the very minimum a 2.5 gallon tank, or 5 gallon tank is ideal. One beautiful mustard male in here, and then I have a another beautiful male in here. So yes, there's that shelf. And to the right of that, I have my calendar that has tons of chickens on it, where I plan all of my schedules and whatnot. And below that, this isn't where it normally goes, but I have my light tent that I made for photography for my geckos. If you guys are interested, I can make a video on how to make your own DIY light tent. They're pretty handy if you have stuff you want to sell. You could even have jewelry in here or something without the large piece of bark, of course. To the right of that is my desk. Normally keep my camera right here. And these are some Crested gecko care guides I'm taking to the show this weekend. I'll let you guys have a quick glimpse of this if you'd like to see. It's got a shopping list. Then it has general care information for these guys. And then here I have my Blue Yeti microphone. And then I have my laptop. I want to build a desktop soon because I'm sick of trying to play games on that. It's an Asus gaming laptop, but I would like something better, you know? And then my desk lamp, yada yada yada, pens, blah blah blah. Sticky notes, video ideas, notepad, and my mouse with my sugar glider mouse pad that I got from SNS Exotics in Houston. DS's phone. Here, I like to sit and make the geckos food on here because I don't want to get my desk all gross if I spill some. So yeah, here's my little gecko food making station. And over here I've got some plants. Well, I had more, but I actually planted them in my terrariums instead. Here I have a wet specimen of a little gargoyle that drowned in the egg trying to hatch. And then I want to get some more plants right here. I want to get some carnivorous plants like a Venus flytrap and a pitcher plant and have a light hanging up on the wall to give them light. I think that would look really cool. And it would help with the gnat problem that I somehow seem to always get. And below that, I have this little shelf that I just put some spray and cleaning bottles on, but I think I'm gonna end up putting plants on that as well. And to the right of that, I have my storage container with food and decorations. Up here I have some different types of food for my geckos, rapashi, Pangea, depending on what the gecko likes. And then I have my sprayer and some paper towels, another cricket container, then my bag I take to the shows, a Reptile box, decorations. Okay, and now to the fun part. So in my first big enclosure, I have Sully and Astrid, my two Lychee geckos. I plan on putting these labels on all of my tanks, but I have to buy more of those stickers. But anyways, so yeah, this is the largest Exoterra. So they have lots of room. I have quite a few branches going across here that have been glued onto the tank with the gaps and crack spray. Here's Astrid right here. Hey girl. She does not like me touching her. But look how pretty she is. She's beautiful. I love her. Oh God. Sorry, I don't know why you're so mean. I don't know why you're so scared of me. I've never hurt you, ever. All I do is feed you and love you. But surprisingly, she gets along perfectly with her boyfriend, who is in the back there. Yeah, they've got lots of space in here, and I put one food dish on the ground, and then I put one food dish in this branch right here. This is where Astrid used to be. I had Sully here and Astrid here, and don't worry, it didn't have just that in it. It had plants all over it, but I took them out and started using them in other tanks and some in here as well. But I'm considering leaving it open for if Astrid and Sully decide they don't want to get along anymore. But I'm also contemplating getting something else to put in here, like maybe a Chihuahua or a different type of leaf-tailed gecko breeding pair, like satanic leaf-tailed geckos, but I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it yet. So I have all of my light fixtures set on a timer, so I turned them all on for the purpose of the video, but it's about 11 o'clock at night here, so they're supposed to be off at this time. They all turn on and off automatically. I have them on 12 hours each, so they get 12 hours of darkness and 12 hours of day. Here is where I keep my male Europlatus sakura or Massey leaf-tailed gecko. He's not quite big enough to join the two females that are in this giant terrarium. Soon he will be, and I will move him in there, and then I'll have another open Exoterra. I also have this Reptile, and it's not currently on because I've been home enough to where I can spray them on my own, but sometimes if I go for trips or something like that, like I will this weekend, I will hook the Reptile up to spray either every 12 hours or every 6 hours. And here is the Skyscraper I got at the last Reptile Expo. And I put this in it, this giant tree trunk, and then I have some more branches and vines and whatnot going through here, and a lot of live plants and moss. And I'm going to be drilling holes in this and adding branches going off of it. Then I have some bromeliads stuck to the side here that aren't really doing so well at the moment. Have some pothos plants and more bromeliads. I'm not quite sure what this is, but I like it. And it's doing really well. Some cork rounds, cork bark hides, and then I have a resurrection fern here. Also have one in his terrarium. I don't know if you saw that right there, but it's doing great. And I have 2 females in here, and then I'm gonna be adding him to it when he gets a little bigger. And by then it will have lots more plants and foliage and whatnot, so it'll be perfect for the 3 of them. I plan on doing a full video on these guys when I get the time. They're amazing animals, and I just started breeding them, so. So next I have my other geckos, my Cresteds and gargoyle breeders. I had some of the plants washing, so I just added some more. And this way it also looks nicer. What I'm planning on doing is having this type of tag on all of them. So typically I have lots of plants, and I like to have a tall cork bark in each of them. I keep 1 gecko per exoterra. I never recommend cohabbing because it's hard to keep track of the individual gecko's health and records that way, but that's for another video or another discussion. So here's Comet back here. I have some eggs about to hatch from her, but she's from Altitude Exotics, and she's a neon red and yellow pinstripe and almost full dorsal. Uh-oh. Yeah, she can be kind of clumsy. But I keep a lay box for all of my breeding females so I can easily track where their eggs are. And here I have Jinx, one of my gargoyle geckos. I got her from Carl, the same guy who I got both my Leachies from. And she's actually trying to lay right now, so I don't want to disturb her too much. But she's a gorgeous, gorgeous orange stripe. And I have some eggs from her that are actually about to hatch any day now. And she was paired with a thick red stripe male from Carl, so I'm so excited to see what those babies look like. And her terrarium is a little bare, so I plan on getting more plants for her. She actually likes to hang out in the open, so she will, no matter how many plants I put, she will lay right here out in the open. Gargoyles tend to be a little bit less shy about hiding places than Cresteds. And here's Zyla. Zyla is one of my beautiful pinstripe females. She has a lay box as well. She's currently being paired with Zeppelin, so I'll go ahead and show her to you guys. She's really, really, really spastic. She hates being messed with, so I try not to get her out too often. See, she's trying to act like she's dead or something. But she is a nice, nice, nice gecko. One of my favorites, if not my favorite. She has amazing structure, she's got lots of cream, and she has crazy patterns on her sides. She's just a nice gecko, and she has lavender eyes. I love Zyla. You're such a beautiful girl, Zyla. I wish you weren't so shy, though. Here you go, girl. Spastic. Look at her cream tail, though. It's almost solid cream. She's so pretty. And here's Ramona, who is actually currently available. She's never been bred before. She is a virgin, so has a little bit of wet moss here in the corner in case she wants to lay some duds, but I don't actually have a lay box for her. I have a cork round back there. I need to get a bigger one, and she likes to get in that paper towel roll. She's always loved paper towel rolls. I'm not sure why. Here's Ramona. She's 40 grams. She is white and cream, and she is freaking gorgeous. I love her. And she has blue eyes. She has really nice horns too. Can you guys see her horns? And she's a little crazy. Here is Miss Scarlet, and her tank, I do not like it. It has a sliding top. It's really annoying and hard to clean. Like, I wiped this down with vinegar before filming this, and look at it. You can't even tell. She's got lots of plants and of course a lay box, and then she has a large cork round that she likes to get inside of. And she's not all the way fired up, but you guys must have seen her in my Petco video because I did the Cheerio challenge on her head, which didn't go as planned, but she's incredibly red, like neon red, similar to Comet. But yeah, she's absolutely gorgeous and very chunky. She's about to lay eggs soon too. She was paired with Berkeley. So, Yes, that is Scarlet. This is Cupcake. She is on cocoa fiber because I haven't actually gotten around to changing her to paper towels yet, and she needed some good humidity, so I just decided to stick with this for a while. She's got a cork brown, a paper towel roll, she's got some foliage to hide in. I need to get some up on the walls for her, but I actually just redid this tank last night, so. But she's a pretty girl I won in an auction, a pretty yellow cream sickle pinstripe that's also from Altitude Exotics, and she's kind of crazy. She's gorgeous. Gorgeous little frog butt. That is my shelf of big geckos. Now I will show you my hatchling rack. So on this shelf, on the top shelf, I just have some random junk, but this is a pure melamine wood shelf, so it would be great for a rack system. I guess you could consider this a rack, but doesn't have any heat tape or anything because crested geckos don't need that. These two are my 2 adult crested gecko males that I have, and they are going to be moved into these types of tanks here soon. I'm just waiting on my other shelf that I'm about to get, and I'm going to stack them. So we'll have some more up here. But the first male is Berkeley, and he is from Altitude Exotics. So this is basically a 10-gallon tank. I'll go ahead and get him out. He's got a paper towel roll, lots of foliage and plants to hide in. He needs bigger. He definitely needs bigger. So I'm working on getting them their own exoterrace. He has the nicest structure out of all of my geckos. And he's not fired up right now, but he fires up very, very, very dark. Check out that head on this guy. Goodbye, Berkeley. I'll get you your food here soon. The Zeppelin's is even a little bit smaller, but he has a cork flat in here and some leaves. When he's fired down, he's a nice lavender, and he is a quad stripe. Oh. And he has really nice structure too, but not quite as nice as Berkeley's. And he's the dad to a lot of my geckos, but he definitely needs a bigger enclosure, which is happening soon. And going down, I have hatchlings in all of these. I have 1 hatchling per critter keeper, and this lets me monitor their shedding and eating very easily. I used to house them like 2 to 1 like this, but I figured it's better in the long run to actually house them separately so I can monitor their health more accurately. Yeah, and I'll also be doing a video on my available geckos and hatchlings sometime soon if you guys are interested in seeing that as well. And then down here I have some extra heat lamps and deli cups. Then I have extra critter keepers. So yeah, there's that. And here's my step stool, which has some crap on it right now, and hand sanitizer for whenever I have a tall shelf and I need to use that step stool. And then to the right of that is my sugar glider cage, which needs thorough cleaning. They've got all the safe toys. They eat a staple diet. They have a water fountain and a safe wheel. Hey, Lavana. She hides behind the wheel when she first wakes up. There's my sugar gliders. And then to the right of that is Blitz, my hedgehog. I'd say that's it. So this is my reptile room. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you at the show this weekend, hopefully. Bye guys, see you in my next video. And I will update this as my reptile room progresses because I have a lot more planned here, but I finally figured it was about time for me to show you guys my reptile room. So yeah, bye. Okay, bye. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys this. Here's a marker drawing I did of a lychee. So yeah, I did it with marker. I'm thinking about making prints of my different reptile drawings and selling them. Would anyone be interested in that? Buying them through my Etsy? Print of something like this? So yeah, just let me know.